So which U.S. companies have the most at stake should the UK vote to leave the European Union? Wilfred Frost has our report.
There has already been a clear effect on US bonds, the yield on the 10-year declining from over 1.9% to below 1.6% in the space of a couple of weeks. But while European equities have declined sharply over the last 10 days, the DAX down around 5%, US equities have been more resilient, the Dow down just under 1%. But what about US companies with high UK exposure? Some big names like Ford, eBay and PPL Corp appear in the top US companies based on UK sales, and thus will be affected by UK growth slowdowns as well as falls in sterling as they report earnings in dollars. However, most of this top 10, their sales are predominantly within the UK, so would not really be affected by renegotiations of trade deals between the UK and the EU, and thus not face a potential collapse in sales. What about a sector basis? Well, banks are likely to be the worst hit. As a whole, the UK has a trade deficit with the rest of Europe, making retaliation less likely. But within just financial services, it has a big surplus, making it the area most likely to see tough and vindictive response in future trade negotiations. Of the top 5 US banks, Goldman Sachs has the highest exposure to EMEA at 27%. Bank of America the lowest at 7%. But of course, the biggest impact of Brexit on banks has already happened: delayed rate hikes and lower yields. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Wilfred Frost.